Welcome back in with clear skies, dry and cool weather that's going to be expected as we go through tonight. Drop it back at the upper 60s, near 70 degrees. Fairly comfortable night in the month of July, 68 degrees. We're going to hold right here tonight, upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. In fact, we could even be rising the next couple of hours as we see warmer air begin to push into the area. Did you notice it this evening, though? Our sunset time was 9:12. And by the time we get to tomorrow evening, it is going to be a minute earlier. We begin to now lose daylight in the evenings. By the end of July, 8:52 is going to be our sundown time. It happens fairly quickly as we race through the month of July. Most spots very close to that 70-degree mark. Either way you look at it, warmer and a little more humid across the area. And that outlook toward our 4th of July holiday, mixed clouds, peaks of sunshine. There will be a few isolated storm threats on the 4th of July, but it's likely we're going to dry out entirely as we get into the evening, meaning fireworks likely will be dry right around 81 degrees, 9 p.m. and then into the upper 70s as we go through 11 o'clock. So 4th of July fireworks are looking like we're going to be in great shape. Also going to have activity on the Lake Erie shores in the 80s on Thursday. Waves will be a foot or less if you're planning on doing some boating. Now Friday is going to turn stormy. That's our highest chance of storms. Waves 1 to 2 feet, and then the winds pick up a touch into Saturday. Waves 1 to 3 feet with that west wind up to about 15 knots. And speaking of winds and waves, we've got an update on Hurricane Beryl. And we've got a Category 4 storm here, winds to 150 miles per hour, max wind gusts 185 miles per hour. And this is going to race off as a Category 4 storm. Tomorrow, it is going to directly impact Jamaica as a Category 3 hurricane. And that will continue its trek then toward the Yucatan Peninsula into the upcoming weekend. For us tonight, we have dry conditions across the area. Tomorrow's rain chance is going to come from this fading front that is making its way towards Chicago. That will bring us the chance of scattered storms tomorrow. I'm not anticipating strong or severe storms. More likely that would be from about Columbus down towards Cincinnati, where the risk of a strong storm will be slightly higher. May get a few storms with some gusty winds into northwest Ohio through tomorrow afternoon. So we'll time that out. Storms will be developing near and after lunchtime. There's a clock 1 p.m. Better chance is going to be south of Toledo. But even as we get toward the evening, that threat will diminish significantly. Dry weather toward 9 p.m. for any fireworks into the 3rd of July, and a slim chance we get a few storms out there early Thursday afternoon, much like we will Wednesday. Storms through the mid to late afternoon. Likely then will fade away as we get toward dusk, leaving us with dry weather into our 4th of July as well. For tomorrow, highs are going to climb into the mid to upper 80s. We'll battle some cloud cover at times tomorrow, and dry conditions right around 80 for our 3rd of July fireworks. We've got those shows in Findlay, Bowling Green, Maumee, Perrysburg, and Sylvania, just to name a few communities. Mid 80s for Thursday and into Friday. Storm chances will spike on Friday. That is our highest chance of storms all week. Lower 80s into Saturday, mid 80s into Sunday, and as we get through the weekend and into early next week, mid to upper 80s will be expected Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with a few isolated storms, again possible early next week.